Welcome to the Flicks, Picks, and the Nitpicks, and I am your humble host, Nove718, and we are just going to keep it rolling with more Snyder Cut news and information that had dropped, and there's another trailer spotlight out right now, a couple, so you already know what the deal is. You keeping it locked here with the Flicks, Picks, and the Nitpicks, and you already know what we're going to do. We're going to jump into the deep dive, we're going to talk about this, we're going to check it out, and without further ado, this is the Wonder Woman trailer spotlight that came out earlier today. So let's check it out.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Something is coming.
Back to the dark.
The only thing about this is I've seen these shots. It looks like she's added green screen. This shot looks a lot better.
Show him your fear!
Yeah, it looks like a green screen.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
Don't engage alone.
Do this together.
That's where he got it from, okay. Woo! That's where they got that still from. Yo, that looks so dope. Steppenwolf looks so dope and so chunky on these dudes, man. Real talk, man. I really love the costuming. I love the lighting effects. It looks a lot better when you see it in motion because I've seen the still shots. And I've seen the still shots of Wonder Woman standing with that backdrop. The only thing is if you look at the edges, it just doesn't seem, it seems like she's standing in front of a black backdrop. It looks real good and real crisp, but so crisp and so good that I guess, you know how sometimes you could blur out the background for foreshortening while you focus in on what's in front of you. Everything looks so crisp all the way through that it almost kind of made it feel like she's standing in front of something. It looks real good because the quality is there, but it just looked slightly unnatural. You know what I mean? That you could tell she's standing in front of a green screen. Like, because I noticed that even from the still shots, I was like, oh, she wasn't there. That looked like a reshoot. But either way you look at it, I love it. But Steppenwolf stole the show for me. I mean, you know, my baby Gal Gadot all day long. And I kind of zoned out because I was so lost on the visuals that I didn't get a chance to hear what she was saying because they've been kind of Zack's been real choosy with the clips of the voices that's being said that speaks a little bit deeper than the film sometimes. So that's why you got to also pay attention to and read between the lines when he goes there with it. But outside of that, man, really just loving what we're seeing. So let's just check it out one more time. And I'm loving the costume. I'm loving how I'm seeing Steppenwolf. He's looking doper and doper the more I see him. Especially with his eyes glowing. Oh, man, let's check it again. Ooh, let me cue this bad boy up. Hold on, let me get this up. And get this right. Go.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Something is coming.
Back to the dark ages.
The devil and his
It
army.
looks like such. She don't belong there. That's the better shot, though.
I watched your island burn.
Show him your fear!
There again, you see the edges?
They said the age of heroes would never
Her
come
outline edges is too crisp.
Don't engage alone.
We do this together.
So it goes right over, the armor builds over his horns, over the top of his head, over his eyebrows, and it can stop there. So basically, I wonder if it can completely come all the way over his whole entire face. This is what it's looking like, especially since they leaked the action figures of both Yuxis and Darkseid. It doesn't seem like it's just Yuxis from before. It seems like it's Yuxis, but the suit kind of builds over him. I thought that when he gets the suit after the fact. It looked like he always had the suit from prior. That's what it seems like to me, or his form changes when he becomes Darkseid, because he does look physically different. Because in the Yuxis shots, he looks a lot more squared and stockier for some reason, but it could be also because it's the shot that they're doing, the worm's eye view. I think that's what they call it, from down looking up. But either way you look at it, loving what we're seeing. The costume just looks amazing. The texture maps from the shine on the armor, I gotta pay attention again to see if I'm seeing it moving, because they're saying that it's supposed to kind of like move a little bit with him. It's almost like if the suit is not sentient, it responds almost telepathically to the wearer, so that it could kind of move within its limited capacity to help protect the and defend. So like I said, it looks real interesting. It's looking like outer worldly materials, but responding outwardly, obviously, with the function of what it's supposed to be, like a space knight. I heard that was what Steppenwolf was being coined to be as, and this is what we're seeing and getting on the screen, the likes of which we weren't getting in Justice Whedon's version. Not saying that his was wrong, because the suit, I actually like the character designs before, but it pales in comparison to what we're getting now, because one, it wasn't what we was expecting. Two, it's way more massive and alien, and three, so much more intimidating, and it feels like the stakes are really raised every time he steps on the screen and reminds you that this is not your daddy's Justice League. This is something different, more intense. This is, maybe it is your dad's Justice League, because this is what you would think a kid growing up with these characters would eventually mature these characters to becoming, especially in a more scientific world. And when you want to bring it grounded and make it more believable, I think this is the direction that you would try to go in. So again, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing. This stands out to me, not as so much the trailer, but just seeing Steppenwolf. To be honest, Batman was probably the best one, because everything that was said so far just hit for the times. It had dual meanings. And then would be Superman. Actually, I think everything kind of goes in its proper order. Not to knock Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman does look amazing. But I felt like there was nothing that we haven't exactly seen before. But Steppenwolf took the cake. I mean, don't get me wrong, the beginning of seeing my baby in her outfit, great, but there was not any telling scenes per se, just extended shots of what we kind of already seen before. But in any event, let me get up out of here. I'll remember what I see so far. You already know. On to the next one. You let me know in the comments below, do you like it? Are you excited? Like, share, subscribe. See you next time, and as always, I'll have a bit of outro. Chill.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Something is coming.
Back to the Dark Ages. The devil and his army. And now
The world is broken.
this is the only way.
I watched your island burn.
Show him your fear!
They said the Age of Heroes would never come again.
Don't engage alone.
We do this together.